Hi, I'm Richard Yetsenga. Welcome to the latest Blue Lens piece we've just published, looking at the retail sector and actually its latest contribution to the global economy, deflation actually. Aldi-isation is a word you'll hear a little bit and see a little bit in this piece, where we look at the impact of the German grocery chain's impact on global retail and the global retail sector. Aldi strips back the retail experience actually to its most basic offering, very little packaging, almost no customer experience, just cheap prices and product. And if you think about the e-commerce shift that we've seen in recent years, actually it's been preparing us for this sort of shift in bricks and mortar retail, where actually when we shop online, we do away with the customer experience, and we choose products and we check out ourselves. So Aldi is really combining e-commerce and bricks and mortar shopping, and so in a sense it's a bit of a unique story in the e-commerce and the digitisation of the world that we're seeing today. As well though, the internet is a more important part of retail, in the sense that by retailers offering their prices effectively for free, they're allowing both consumers and other competitors to do market research much more cheaply. So we think this Aldi-isation process, to the extent it applies to global retail holistically, is actually quite an important deflationary force. Now, it won't apply everywhere equally. It will tend to impact markets where cost of livings are higher. So if you look at Asia Pacific, for instance, Asia, where you have quite big differences both within countries and across countries, you'll find that Aldi-isation has less of a negative impact because it's offering more consumer choice, but without disrupting established domestic players. So actually the benefits there of this process are likely to be starker, whereas in advanced economies, perhaps like Australia, where there are established retail players, they're effectively being squeezed out by new global competition. So for us, this process is quite significant. For decision makers in business, it implies actually a couple of things. Price is still really important, but price is not the only issue. There's an Aldi-like firm in China, Xiaomi, who actually has struggled a little bit with a slightly different business model. So certainly controlling the ecosystem through price is important, but it's not the only thing. Consumers still want value. And from a broader economic perspective, the Aldi-isation process, we think, is going to become front and centre for the next few months particularly, but also the rest of this year. Global markets have shifted towards this idea of global recovery in the last 9 to 12 months, but also this idea that the global inflation cycle is picking up. Well, we need to actually work out pretty much right now whether that's true, because commodity prices have peaked in growth terms, so you will start to see some inflation numbers rolling over out of China, out of the US, and also in the PMIs. And the question now is there any underlying inflation in the system? The Aldi-isation process suggests actually there's not much, and the very slow wage gains in most advanced economies suggest there's not much. We do expect interest rates to be higher over the next couple of years, but Aldi-isation suggests the process is going to be very slow. Thank you.